Hi everyone, so in today's video we're going to be looking at a new position that I'm looking to take out, and this is going to be obviously on the base chain. I haven't created it yet, but pretty much going to go through the reason why I'm looking to get into it. So first things first is about the platform and the project, I suppose. The project is called Millennium Club, MCLB. So this is a pretty much a big overall protocol platform. What they're doing, it's a DAO. So in order for me to kind of create the video, I am approaching it from the point of view of from the passive income from my own side. So there will be some elements of this I mightn't cover 100%, but I'm looking to try and build it into obviously what I'm trying to do in general, and growing the passive income and daily yield. So if we're here on the homepage, I'll briefly go over this and go through the products and pretty much show the potential opportunities here for definite on it. So Millennium Club obviously is kind of the DAO, and from there you have products which is fBomb, the MCLB token, which is the governance token, the mFTM, which is a liquid derivative of Fantom. Then obviously you have the Treasury. They have their own built-in bridge, so you can move the fBomb token from different chains, and they have a lot of chains at the moment they're active on, so which is great to see. So as I mentioned, the products, we have fBomb deflationary token. So as you can see, this was taken over by this developer, Fiery Dev, and he is basically the main person, from what I can gather, behind Millennium Club DAO in general. So he's took over a few different projects and has built them all back up. So as I said, you have a fBomb, you have the Fantom, the mFTM, you have the Treasury, and you have the MCLB, which is the governance token. So for our purposes, we'll be looking more at fBomb and Fantom, pretty much to try and incentivize and build out liquidity. The Fantom one is a really interesting one that I think I have it set in such a way that we don't really impact any impermanent loss, and we can get up to I think 26 or 27% in around that roughly in an APY. So again, it is a very it's a stable strategy, I think, from what I can see so far. So make sure you stick around and show a bit more on that. So I suppose first we'll jump into fBomb just to briefly go through it. So the token information is all on the side: max supply, current supply, obviously the chains that are on, so Fantom Base and Optimism. So the way this entire process works, you can see over here the fBomb Flywheel strategy. So the team themselves, are the DAO itself, basically what it does, it deposits into an LP pool. So obviously you have your fBomb and ETH, you farm the yield token. So in this instance, we're going to just use Aerodrome as an example. So you farm your Aero tokens. They pretty much lock their Aero tokens and use the Aero tokens for voting, with the weekly vote obviously that they have goes into the Bomb and Ethereum, or whatever Bomb pairs are on Aerodrome or Base, and continues the cycle. So some of you are probably wondering straight away, oh god, how are we going to ever increase it enough there? Well, I'm just going to briefly show this over here. This is the Treasury at the moment. You can see there's 21 million. Now, I'm not going any more into that for a moment. I'll talk about that later on, but that's just to give you a brief idea of the numbers and the potential power that the entire DAO has over what they're doing. So just keep that in mind, the number there. The current farms that are on different chains is obviously we have Fantom, soon to be Sonic, we have Base, we have Arbitrum, we have Optimism, and again Base Equalizer version here. So the position I'm looking to build out into will be the fBomb and the wrapped staked ETH position. Now I think this is a decent percentage obviously to get into, and obviously if you're getting into a token that has a deflationary aspect to it, is always good. There's not more of them coming into circulation, so it pretty much means what's happening, they're not increasing constantly. So with that in mind, I'll try and see, can I bring up the chart? So the wrapped staked ETH is this one here, I believe, on Aerodrome. So you can see the chart at the moment. Yes, look, the general chart is going down. It was broke them points, I'd imagine roughly around a day or so, and obviously we really tested, and hopefully we've seen kind of the bottom form here in this area. So we might be starting in a position to start seeing upward momentum again. So again, the highs on this chart obviously are the 0.028 of a cent, and obviously we have a good bit to go to get to that point. You can see then, if we go back to this again, so that's the initial position I'm looking to get build out into. If we look on here, we can quickly search it. So you can see here it's roughly 128 on base, 144 on optimism. So again, it's up to yourself kind of what position you go for. For me, simplicity and stuff, I'm staying on base for the time being. I will look to build out into this position for definite now over the next week or two, and I might use some of my aero that I've been borrowing and lending and look to build out into this position, because I think it is an opportunity here with a decent enough APR, and the risk is kind of mitigated to a certain degree. So that's pretty much the fBomb aspect of it. This is a bit more probably about the tokenomics. So you have buybacks and burns, how much it is when you buy it, how much goes to LPs, bridging transfers, things like that. So if you're bridging fBomb from Optimism to Fantom, there's a bridge transfer fee, 2%. I think the way it works is 1% if it gets burned, and another couple of percent goes to the actual or another percent I think goes to the treasury. So yeah, look, the next one we look at is the FTM. So this, as I said, it's a unique liquid staking token, FTM, designed to enhance rewards, boost APYs and stuff like that. So pretty much you mint this, you turn one Fantom into one fPhantom. Now bear in mind, the fPhantom, once you do this bridge, you can't actually bridge it back or mint it back, swap it back to regular Fantom. However, there is a network, or not a network, an actual position for this. So on Equalizer, on Fantom, you can trade this mFhantom to wrapPhantom and vice versa. So at the moment you can see there's 1.4 million of a market cap, over 500,000 of liquidity there at the moment. So you know there is a great liquidity there and a general market cap behind it. Now just bear in mind that the mFhantom can lose its peg, and which has happened before. If we look here at the DeFi Wars section, you can see about the token. So you can see that it lost its peg, and once it gets to a point of the 90 or 96, 95, 96%, what's happening is the DAO use some of the treasury rewards that is generated to pretty much buy it and get us back to peg. The opportunities here is obviously when it's below peg, you could potentially buy it, and obviously, you know, you're gaining more, technically you're gaining more Fantom to a certain degree from it. So, you know, there is a great arb opportunity there when prices drop. And as I said, it has dropped a few times. I'm not sure if you can see it properly there on that, but it has dropped a few times and it has been brought back to peg constantly. So, you know, and I did see it, I seen in their Discord, going through the Discord about it as well. So the next thing I suppose most of you want to know is about the treasury, and this is pretty much where a lot of the magic happens with them. So for this purpose, what we're going to do is we're going to look first here on Equalizer protocol on Fantom. You can see here, this is the wallet, how much of a share they have on the Equal token. And again, if we look over here on Aerodrome, you can see here that they're up in the top 15, top 10, I would imagine, of positions. So again, if we look in here at the treasury, you can see, if we just minimize this down to base, you can see they have 10 million in base. They have obviously an Aero, which the positions they currently have. And you can see here straight away that they have 8.5 and almost 9 million Aero tokens locked. So I'm not doing the maths on this, but I would imagine there is a massive potential to obviously increase the rewards, obviously for fBomb by voting from, and now obviously this one, which is the fBomb and the CB Bitcoin, which is the Coinbase backed Bitcoin. This, I think, this is only a new one now, and you know, that's another interesting one potentially to build out into. But as I said, there's massive incentives here. So like they have 2 million of liquidity in the fBomb and the wrapped stake each. This is the pool we're looking at doing, and obviously you can see the rewards. So these are the rewards that eventually get locked and are used to potentially buy the mFhantom to bring it back up to the peg, and again increasing your overall, you know, increasing the ecosystem. I've looked at this treasury and I think I've seen it. It's after growing probably 1 million or 2 million in the last, I'd say maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe in total. Now that's obviously price has gone up a little bit, but in general the treasury is very healthy, and obviously you can see on the different chains how much they have. So again, they have 5 million in Fantom, and you can see here in Equalizer, these are the positions they've built out into. So they have over 500,000 in fPhantom and Fiery, which is a meme kind again that a developer took over, and you can see the liquidity is big on that as well. And I think again there's 500,000 in locked equal at the moment again for voting. So it is massive incentives and potential for growth in general there. I did a post the other day on Twitter. I said if you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you follow. But my current farming strategy I'm trying out at the moment. So I'm lending USDC on F Money Markets, the platform on Fantom, at 22%. I'm borrowing Fantoms and for 2.98%. Now originally I was putting this into Beethoven for 4.82%, which was giving me a total APY of 25%. However, after doing more research, I found obviously Millennium Club and their Fantom LST. So if we jump over to Equalizer, you can see here the Fantom position is getting 7.33%. Now, as I mentioned, there's going to be no impermanent loss. Obviously, we have the risk of the Phantom losing the peg and being pushed back up to it and bought back to it. However, with the 7.33% and with the percentages here I was talking about, we're roughly getting about 27%. Now, as I said, 27% here for pretty much the zero risk in terms of impermanent loss. Obviously, we have the risk of different protocols we're interacting with, fair enough, but the risk of the impermanent loss is pretty much removed. As I said, we're lending stable coins, we're getting the yield on it, we're borrowing Fantom, which at the moment is a low enough percentage. Now, you might be able to shop around and get cheaper rates, but at the moment it's a lower percentage, and obviously we can farm. So this position now has become a 28% position, obviously on a stable coin within the Fantom ecosystem. So I don't think there's much, like as I said, you can lend USDC for 22%, but for simply in this position, we're earning F money, which is F bucks, I think it is, and obviously through the position in on Equalizer with the M Fantom and Raf Fantom, we're earning equal tokens. So now we're earning two lots of different tokens, which for me is a key thing. So definitely follow Fiery Dev. He's the main person behind it. So yeah, look, we leave it there. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you.